Morning, Scott. Hey, you guys. Good morning. Hey, what's up, Jess? Hello, how are you? Good morning. Okay, everybody. It won't be a long live today. We're just going to cover a few things. Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. We talk about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. And good morning. We're going to talk about a couple of things in the news. I'm going to be, oh, guys, I forgot I got this heater on. I forgot. Okay, sorry, guys. Heater under my desk. My feet cold. My legs. Okay, so I wanted to talk about a couple of things in the news. So these are sensitive subject matters, but I feel like they need to be talked about. I usually try to shy away from things when it's something so serious, but I started talking about a few things, so I want to end it on that note. I hope you guys are enjoying this Friday. I hope you're looking forward to the weekend and spending time with yourself, your family, getting some rest, whatever you need to do, accomplishing your goals, whatever your things are this weekend. I hope you get to them. Okay. So I want to start off with something I'm not going to play, but I woke up this morning and it was super early, like 5 a.m. And I saw a report that Kenneka Jenkins Mom was running down the street. I thought she moved out of state, but I guess I was wrong. Was running down the street on the south side, walking down the street with just socks on, and she had stripped her clothes off. Okay. Now I want to give you an update on what I saw. You guys have to search it yourself. I don't want to put that on my channel or degrade her anymore where it lives on my channel. I know it's out there on the internet anyway, but you have to look that up yourself. But a good Samaritan was passing by and she was like, wait a minute, that's Kenneka's mom. And of course she was videoing it, and she got out the car and was trying to get Kenneka's mom to get some clothes on. And Kenneka's mom was like, keep away from me. And the ambulance pulled up. Now I want to just talk about this and mental health a little bit. I'm not a doctor or psychology, anything like that, but psychologist. What I want to talk about is how we saw the progression, and I just hope that someone's there to wrap their arms around her, because only she knows what she's going through. I really don't want the discussion about money eating her up, or her daughter's spirit. I don't know what it is, because I'm not there to be in her heart or her, to know her soul or what's happening in the background that's causing her to break like that. We did hear, I mean, what wouldn't cause you to break like that? Your daughter's found in that condition. I just ask that we slow up and pray for her, if that's your thing, because we watched what happened. Then let's not even forget, during all this, she was going through the cancer treatment. I think it was she had a double mastectomy and breast cancer and all that, right when they found her daughter, and then she had got sick again. So it could be a lot of things. It could just be too much. Some people are fragile and they could just break. I agree, Scott. I agree. That's why I was like, I agree because I was like, if I was in that situation, it's almost like the people that hand out food and then they put the camera on the homeless people when they hand out food. So I was looking on TikTok, and this girl, this is a true story. This lady was in line, and she overheard the lady tell her kids, because they wanted the Grinch Happy Meals. Happy Meals are expensive, if you guys didn't know. So they wanted the Grinch Happy Meals, and she had like 3 kids or something like that, or 4. And she said, we only could get 2 and y'all have to split it. So this lady, she said, I'll buy the other 2. And then she went across the room and zoomed in and recorded them eating the Grinch Happy Meals. And was like, look, y'all, I bought them 2 Happy Meals. I feel so. Where was the dignity? The dignity in that? Like, I know about doing a good deed and you want to record it. Maybe just record yourself doing it. And maybe if you want to have the voices say something, but you don't have to put the people on camera. Let them have their dignity. So the ambulance picked up Kenneka Mom, and I'm happy about that. Now I'm from Chicago, so I'm hoping they took her to Little Company of Mary or Christ. I hope they didn't take her over there to Jackson Park. Okay, you know, if you're from Chicago, you know. But you don't know what people going through. You don't know if somebody slipped her something. We don't know anything, because she been going off for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and calling people out. She's calling everybody out. And no one's not to say that she's probably someone you could talk to. You ever meet people you know not to talk to them, because don't even bother, because you can't talk to them because it's going to be a problem, or they don't want to be bothered. I could understand that. Where's her family? I don't know. It's crazy. So yeah, I just wanted to say my prayers to Teresa. I don't know what she went through. I don't know what she's going through. I know nothing of that. But I do know we saw the progression of her possibly having a nervous breakdown. And, you know, I just ask that hopefully God brings her peace. That's it. And for her to go that far, and like I said, I'm not, hey here, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. It probably was a cry for help. It probably was a cry for rest. She is Teresa Martin. So now this is where I put my tinfoil hat on. She is still Teresa Martin. Okay. One of the famous, if not the famous case that came out of Chicago. She got to be protected while she in these hospitals and people know she's in there. That's my little tinfoil hat. Just saying, you know, if it was a conspiracy, if she think people after her, if she think this person, that person looking for her because she broke the breach, y'all, that's her family. Check on her. That's all I can say. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Another thing I wanted to cover was, did you guys hear about Marquay the goat? I covered him on my channel. He's Helicopter Man. He died 2 weeks ago, I think it was. No, he died the day before Thanksgiving. He died the day before Thanksgiving. And he had 7 million followers on TikTok. He was a car fanatic. All type of things. and he passed away. He passed away suddenly. He got in a car accident way before this, and he passed away. And let me just play this clip. So everybody was like, "Oh, he shouldn't have died. We're so sorry he died," and all that stuff. And now, sorry guys, his mom, she has 4 million followers. Let me play the clip. And when I mean he got everything going on, Rolls Royce, all that stuff. We just covered that he got the Christmas tree. Let me just go to this. We just covered about the Christmas tree and all that stuff. Well, long story short, let me just pull this up. Sorry guys, I had got distracted right quick. Long story short, his mom came to TikTok and she put up her Cash App and she was like, "Hey, my husband did not put him on the life insurance or me on the life insurance." And this is Marquay. Let's pull him up. This is Marquay right here, if you guys didn't know. So basically his mom, natural beauty 50, she came to TikTok and she said, "Hey, he passed away the day before Thanksgiving." So everybody was like, "Oh, rest in peace him. I watched him all the time." All that stuff, and we're so sad he's gone. And so y'all know, soon as somebody asked for some money, child, they turned on them right away. Money. They had the soldier boy look. So the mama came live and she said, "Hey, LC, who's the husband, he only put himself down for his job's life insurance. So we don't have life insurance for Marquay. We're going to need you to send money to Cash App to help us bury Marquay." So and she asked very humbly. So Cash App saw all these donations come in, and so they blocked it. So she ended up having to open a GoFundMe for Marquay. Okay. Let me pull that up. And this is a legit GoFundMe. So she was like, we need to open a GoFundMe for Marquay. And people are like, "Well, man, he got a Rolls Royce. He got allegedly they have a 11-bedroom house." I thought that was an Airbnb or something like that. That they were in, but I guess it was the house. Why you need our money? You got brand deals, you got this, you got this. I think this is just a good lesson for us to try to get our affairs in order. Just get a little bit of life insurance for us and our children, because you never know. Like, she wasn't expecting her 24-year-old son, her only child, just to, and he wasn't either. So TikTok is in shambles because they're like, and she made her goal. She needed 20,000. She made the 20,000, but and the funeral is open to the public. And I was just thinking, I said, maybe the funeral is more than $20. $20, 20,000, because some funerals, once you get the good casket, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be insensitive, but unfortunately I've had to bury people before. Once you get the good casket, because they upsell funerals are like car salesmen already, sometimes funeral homes. Once you get in there, they upsell everything. Like, hey, here go the $2,000 casket. It's just, here go the wood casket for $100. But if you really love somebody, here go the $10,000 casket where it won't leak. And then if you really love somebody, you might want to put them in a mausoleum. And if you really love somebody, you might want to get the headstone with the picture of them that won't ever tarnish. And if you really love somebody, you want the big room, you want to rent the big room. Okay, so the minimum is 2 hours. But if you're going to have a funeral this size, it's per hour. After that, it's going to be $1,000 per $20,000 for sometimes the regular funerals are not even enough. Okay, it's just not. Then the preparation of the body. I remember having to bury someone, and they were like, if you want their hair and nails done, it's this amount. I was like, yeah, I want their hair and nails done. Okay, we got to pay that. Then if you want these clothes opposed to these clothes, if you want this opposed to that, I'm like, what? Everything's an upcharge. Everything. Wait a minute, and it's so crazy, Scott. Can't you buy them on like Amazon now? You could buy the caskets on Amazon or Walmart.com now. And I know the funeral homes hate it. You know what I mean? Wait a minute, Hiram said people don't care. They thinking, hey, I'm gone. This your problem now. Yeah, you're gonna end up in a hefty bag. But yeah, it's something like that, and it's a lot of stress on the people to do that. And someone like Marquay, so if you go to his channel, he was telling us how he got 20 credit cards and he got like a Platinum American Express. And people like, just you can't do that. He's deceased. You can't just use his Platinum American. That's fraud. You can't use his Platinum American Express. Like, what are people thinking? And it takes a minute to liquidate his assets and all of that stuff. And it just takes a minute to get people affairs in order. If they don't have access to the bank, it's just a lot. And then you have to bury them within a short period of time. Now we're talking about just the funeral home. You got to pay that. Let's not even talk about the cemetery. The cemetery, now that's a whole nother charge. So $20,000, maybe she did have to drop 10 bands and then have to pay another 20,000. And this is the thing that gets me. If people don't send him off fly, then they're going to talk about them too. Like if they do just a basic funeral, they're going to talk about you there. They're going to talk about if the funeral too basic. They're going to talk about if the funeral not basic. And then you got to have a repass, or nowadays it's a pre-pass. People have a pre-pass now. You got to have that and feed everybody with the chicken and the baby shower meatballs and all of that stuff. So y'all get off the lady. If you want to give. If you don't want to give, don't give. No matter if she has 20,000 in the bank right now, it's still going to be going towards affairs. Like people kill me with she going to have to get a lawyer to get into her son's assets probably too. People kill me with the pocket watching. The pocket watching is insane to me, especially in our community. Like either help or don't help. Like that's it. You don't have to give a dime. All you gotta do is scroll and keep them lifted in prayer. Because I'm sure she would rather be still making TikTok videos with her son than having to bury her son. And look, the humbleness of having to ask for help, and you know you're going to be scrutinized. It's so bad. It's just so bad. So I want to stop in and just talk about, because we're going to get to yeah. Just go live your life, please. You know, I feel the same way. Like I feel like my, I don't even like my wishes. I of course I'll keep private, but I see no point of having a big old celebration of life and spending all that money, like for me personally as a person, like save that money so y'all could live your life and make sure you're paying your bills with that. Put me away. Put me away. We do not need a lot. I don't want people looking down and crying and stuff. All the people from Dolton politics coming over there looking to see if I'm still dead. I don't need that. Okay. just let me go. Let me just private, call it a day. Especially in the age of camera phones. I feel like funerals are not private anymore. Homegoing services are not private anymore. Like if I was to have one, collect the phones at the door, like it's a concert. Collect the phones at the door, lock them up, take everybody meta glasses off. I don't care how old they are. They could be 90 years old. Check and make sure they're not no meta glasses. I don't want none of that. It's just sad. This day, hey Jazzy Love, this day, age, like they be showing people in the casket. She look good, don't she? She looks dead. They look dead. Let's remember them the way they were. Why are y'all recording these people? But you don't think that lady did not want to have to come online and say, look, I woke up one day and my son was dead and now I need y'all help. And y'all talking about why we got to help you? Don't help. Just scroll on past. How we know they situation? He was just in a car accident. We don't know anything. We know nothing. Man, we got to get it together. And that brings me back to the Kenneka case, which I'm not trying to talk about in for real. But it cracks me up when people like, she spent all that money. Okay, if she did or if she didn't, that does not bring her daughter back. And also, she didn't get the money after it took years for her to get that money. Years for her to get that money. She just got it. And actually, look, if we want to be true, the people around her that allegedly, I'm just saying, there's no telling what was happening. She probably went crazy once she did get the money. And I'm not saying crazy I'm not saying it like that, but y'all probably drove her up the wall. Her phone probably didn't stop ringing. Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you help with this? Can you help with that? You never know what was going on in that baby life. Okay. Next subject. We're getting to the baby and the mom now. So y'all, what in the Brenda had a baby was going on in Detroit? I don't know what goes on in Detroit. It's something with the moms. Not to say Chicago is. I just don't see this as much as I do in, Detroit. I don't know if it's. I don't know. Let's watch it together. I was like, what is happening?
A teen terrified after having a baby. She told a tale saying she found it. That story didn't add up. Now that girl is talking with Fox News' Jessica Dupeck. Jess is live on Detroit's west side. Jessica.
Roop, a nonprofit reached out to us a couple of days ago saying that teen mom, she wanted to speak out, especially after her story went absolutely viral. She wants to set the record straight as to why she made up this story. And it really boils down to the fact that she was incredibly scared about what was happening and she didn't want to burden her mom.
Aww. How does this all make you feel?
I'm happy now. I was just scared at first, but.
And how old are you?
16.
Hayden Peoples didn't even know she was pregnant until it was happening on Thanksgiving.
I was laying in bed, my water had broke, and I went in the bathroom, and I had Paxton. And when let me go into depth a little more.
3 pushes into the toilet, and there he was. Peyton's mom, Kyra, was at a family member's Peyton home alone.
I cleaned him off, and then I looked up on TikTok how to cut my umbilical cord, and I cut the cord.
She was terrified and spun a tale that someone dumped the baby on the porch of her family's West Side Detroit home. He was never on the porch.
Huh? Why on my porch? That's what I kept asking. Why on my porch? Why my porch? Why my porch?
Kyra believed her daughter. They're close. Posting this on social media, and it spread everywhere. They called 911. Detroit police then brought Peyton into Children's Hospital downtown Detroit to be ruled out as the mom. That's when Peyton fessed up. Little Paxton was hers.
It was already hard for her to raise us, so it was like, that's just adding another burden on her back, and I didn't want to do that.
You're not a burden. The baby is always a blessing. It was just that my baby went through this by herself.
Kyra, a single mom to 4 kids. Money was already tight, and now a grandbaby.
We're going to figure it out. I'm going to keep going to work. She's going back to school. I'm going to do midnights. She's going to go to school in the day. I'm going to switch off.
Oh.
Now, one topic that Peyton Peoples didn't want to talk about today was the baby's father. We do know he was murdered 7 months ago during a robbery. Now, that nonprofit I mentioned earlier suggested that this family start a GoFundMe page, especially this time of year. Money is very tight. Once we have that information, we'll post it on our website if you want to help. Reporting live on Detroit's West Side, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
Man, let me tell you something. Wait a minute now. This story, I'm so glad she didn't do anything to the baby. You know what I mean? Trying to hide something. She came up with the best story she could, y'all. She was like, somebody left the baby on her porch. Girl, I'm so glad she didn't do nothing to that baby. That was, she thought as fast as she could. But to have to be at home and give birth by yourself? Oh my gosh. Oh, and look, and now the daddy is nowhere around, because so I wonder if the dad's family is around to help. And like I said, I'm so glad she didn't do something like try to get rid of the baby or hide the baby, or you know what they used to do back in the 80s, throw the baby in the garbage and all this stuff. So yeah, if I find the GoFundMe, I'm gonna put it in the link. Let me see. I don't even see it right now. But I'm glad the mom. Yeah, I don't see it now. I'm glad the mom said she gonna still go to school. She gonna still. Oh yeah, they did open one. Let's see where it went, where it got to. Oh, they really showed out. It got to 20 out of 28,000. It got to 26,000. That was great. That was great. Oh, so her and the mommy and the family will be able to at least have a boost to start with a new mouth to feed. And I'm glad the baby is healthy. Let me tell you, when they said, yeah, we're going to take you into the hospital to rule you out, she was like, look, it was me. Can you imagine her having to go to the hospital and run it with an umbilical cord? Like, oh man, like how I'm going to get out of this one? So I guess the paramedics, they probably saw her like, nah, you just gave birth. And it's so funny because like back in the days, like the kids would walk around with baggy clothes and you would know something ain't right. Why your nose spreading? Why you wearing baggy clothes now? Even though back when I was growing up, it was like the TLC look, so we wore baggy clothes anyway. It was a lot of babies that got past, a lot of people look including mine. Wow, I'm so glad they okay. And actually, I'm glad the mom was just like, I know she probably was mad and shocked and everything, but at the end of the day, that girl didn't harm her baby. She tried to get the baby out of. So if she would have said the baby was on the porch, I wonder in her head, did she think that her mom was gonna keep the baby, or did she think that they were gonna like send the baby off or give the baby up for adoption or find a home for the baby? I wonder what her thought was then. And then the dad was killed 7 months ago. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. She went around. Wait a minute. Wait, can you imagine? We're gonna rule you out. Okay, look, hey, hold on. I gotta talk. Ma, I gotta tell you something. Ma, I confess. I confess. I told a story. Because ain't no way. I'm glad she didn't keep it going. Here said she run around 10 centimeters dilated. Can you imagine? I'd be more mad at you if you kept the lie going. You kept the lie going, rolling into the hospital. This ain't my baby. This ain't my baby. This ain't my baby. You 10 centimeters. Lord, blood type the same, everything. Oh, you a mess. Here, time out. Okay, what was our next story? Carlos. Okay. Y'all hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. If you can, help us meet our $19.99 live stream goal. It helps us with the channel. You don't have to. I just really appreciate it. It helps me keep the channel running. From StreamYard to having a YouTube Premium, all that stuff is not necessary, but it helps me a lot. Thank you so much. So let's go to the next story. So y'all remember we talked about Romeca Meeks. I'm not gonna hold this too long. It's a lot of stories I just don't talk about because it gets into like a really good big debate. But I just want to throw my 2 cents in about Romeca Meeks. That was a young lady that got shot and killed by her baby daddy, other baby mama, while she was after she dropped her son off to school with the lunch. So the killer, Holly, who was the one that said she had concealed carry, it was self-defense. She was taken into custody and charged with the murder of Romeca Meeks. Okay, so that's where we are. So they had a court hearing, no bond. She will be in there until December 23rd is her next court date. Okay, so they charged her with first degree. Okay, which means they believe it was premeditated. So that's where we are with the story right now. So let's go to now. All of a sudden, okay, this is my 2 cents is about the dad. All of a sudden, the father jumps on the news. Now, never mind that his other baby mama got dropped at 9:30 a.m. in the morning in front of his home across the street from the school. Never mind that, and he never spoke on that. But now his new baby mama, she goes to jail and he on the news. He doing live after live. And I have an opinion about that. So let's play the clip first.
We're hearing from the father at the center of a fatal confrontation.
Carlos Smith shared children with 2 women, and now one of them is charged with murdering the other.
Tia Ewing has been following the story from the very beginning, and she has the latest.
A lot of details came out in court today for the hearing of Deja Johnson, including the fact that this was the first time when the shooting unfolded that she allegedly laid eyes on Romeca Blackman. We know that she and Romeca Blackman, they both have children by the same man. And for the very first time, we are hearing from Carlos Smith. He was the man on the scene when this tragic shooting unfolded. So a lot of information came out in court today. Witnesses saying what they saw, but you were there. What's your reaction to what you heard came out in court today?
When I heard it, I'm just looking, you know, it was unbelievable, but I was there. And I know for a fact, none of that happened, how they just explained it. But my truth will get out here, and I hope everybody understand. That's really it. I can't even say too much right now. You know, because it's just gonna feel like I'm going against them, they going against me, we just going back and forth. But the truth is gonna come out.
Well, let's walk through this. So on September 8th, investigators say Johnson and the father of her child
were near his home. They drove Johnson to 20 West Cermak, where her car was parked. They placed their 6-month-old into Johnson's car in the back seat. Around the same time, Blackman had just dropped off her son at a nearby school and drove back to the area where Johnson and the father were. Witnesses told police the women argued. They reported the father pushing Johnson away and Blackman standing with her arms crossed. They say he then slammed a car door on Blackman and also put her in a chokehold. Prosecutors say Johnson broke free, and that is when, or I should say Blackman broke free, and that is when Blackman was shot once, and then that's when they say Johnson paused, then fired 2 more times. Police recovered 3 9mm casings there at that scene. Johnson legally owned the gun and claimed self-defense. Prosecutors say Blackman was unarmed. Her son turned 7 days after the shooting and is still asking to this very day, where is his mother?
Carlos may be hurt for the rest of his life, but we make sure he see rainbows in his clouds. Amen. Okay? Nothing will ever change about that. There is nothing he needs that we cannot provide. He is perfectly well. He is happy. He is thriving. Yeah. And even when he feels his lowest, we pull him out of it together like we do with each other. Yeah. He is a superstar like his mom, and he's going to show her better than he can tell her.
As for Smith, he says he has not seen his son since the shooting unfolded, the son that he has with Romeca Blackman. We did learn today that Deja Johnson is 7 weeks pregnant. She did ask for leniency from the court, hoping that she would be able to attend her trial going back and forth from home. We do know the judge did not allow that. As for her, she will be back in a courtroom come December 23rd.
Okay, that's Tia Ewing. Okay, so these are my 2 cents on the situation. He's scared. He's scared. He's scared that Holly gonna say something in there that incriminates him. Because let me tell you, he is not Ja Rule and she is not Charlie Baltimore. Okay, that is not a down ass chick. When your baby is out there without you, and you're inside, and you're arrested for one of the most popular cases right now in Chicago, it's not going to be pretty or easy for you, okay? And if you were scared of a fight, you dang sure going to be scared of jail. You know what I mean? And they're going to hold you down there at the county. So, and they're going to cut your weave out. So she's in there for the next 18 days. Their downfall, let me tell you what went wrong. They decided on Thanksgiving they were all going to dress alike and post it on Facebook. What in your right mind? I don't believe she has. They said she has an attorney, but she can't have like an attorney that wouldn't have told her to take that down immediately. You're in the middle of a criminal investigation and you posting cutesy photos with you and your baby daddy. The other thing where she says she's 7 weeks pregnant, Romeca, it hasn't been 2 months. Was it October? September to October is 1 month. October to November is 2 months. So yeah, so she says she's 7 weeks pregnant is shade towards Romeca, in my opinion. Like, she's still shade. Y'all had the nerve to be hunching. And I'm sorry, I wouldn't even want to, like, I wouldn't even, the fact that you would even, and I'm talking about not even Carlos, Holly, the fact that Holly would even feel anything in her body to want to be intimate at this point after you done took somebody's life, your son's siblings' life, your son's siblings' mom's life. That is crazy to me. That shows you have no kind. I sat back and tried not to judge. Like, I wouldn't even want to see my baby. Like, I'd be like, dude, do you know you ruined my life? Like, it's because we're fighting But that's male-centered women sometimes that just be so. That's a whole nother subject. That just be crazy over a man all the time. I wouldn't even want to see where we. I know we ain't back at your house hunching. I know we're not back at the scene of the crime. So I just feel like they did not like Romeca in the first place. And if he was, I heard on the live him saying I was holding her when she shot. If she did pause, then that's a problem. Because the pause is enough. Once she was down and no longer a harm, that was it. Like, that was it. And I still go back to Carlos. Like, you couldn't have just gotten a car with Romeca, drove off, or gotten a car with, told Holly, get in the car and drive off. It was so many ways you could have did this. And then I always go back to Holly. You had a restraining order against Romeca. Why was you at this man's house? Like, I understand that's her child's father, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't have went nowhere. Anyone I got a restraining order against, I'm not going nowhere I know they could find me. Even though it's my right to go somewhere I want to go and be in the space I want to be in. But if I have to lay my head and go to sleep, like, I'm not saying if you got to go to work, if you have to go to a public event, that's one thing. But I wouldn't feel comfortable closing my eyes somewhere where I'm not sure if this man is still messing with his baby mama. She might know how to get in through the window, anything like that. I wouldn't be over there. So my 2 cents, like, that 7 weeks pregnancy was shade, to me. I also want to say that I think Carlos scared. He's scared he going down next. And he probably is. That's it. Jazzy said, right, no guns in jail, and if she makes and uses a weapon, she's never getting out. Yeah. Never getting out. Communication skills is enough. I'm with Jazzy. Like, communication skills is enough. Like, once I have to argue and fight with you and scream and holler with somebody, and the whole thing is the man is in the middle, you know what? You can go ahead and have him. You can go ahead. And it's easier said than done. But you can go ahead and have him. You know what I mean? And sorry for the fellas in the chat. Same goes for you. If you got to be begging another man to leave your lady alone, just go ahead. Just go ahead. Just let me tell you just Google, ask Siri how many men are in the world or how many women in the world. You'll be okay. You'll be all right. I promise you'll be okay. Somebody else will come along. And somebody that respects you more than put you in that situation. So that's just my 2 cents. I'm so sorry this baby had to lose her life. I always go back to, I remember being super, super, super crazy over a guy right before and thinking, oh, this is supposed to be who I'm supposed to be with, da da da. And I thought life would never go on, not that deep, but this is who I'm supposed to be with. This is who I'm supposed to marry. Child, life went on and on and on. Okay. I had some of the best times of my life. Life went on. Okay. Went on. And I just feel like Romeca, so young, she would have just experienced so many things and the love she deserved instead of having to go here with just a little more time. She would have had everything she, just that one day. And he ended up messing with the crazy of all the crazies. It's just crazy. Life goes on. Okay, y'all. I'm here to tell you, you could cry for a little bit. It might hurt a little bit. But honey, you gonna see things you ain't never seen before. Experience things you never experienced. Life does go on. Okay. I told my ex that since he cheated, we were never in a relationship, and he had the nerve to be confused. What he confused about? What he confused about? Here, get somebody here and said, fight for me. Well, we'll do a windmill for you. That's as far as we'll go here. We'll do like a shadow box. Okay, y'all. I want to talk about the Dolton Christmas tree light lastly. We'll do a little windmill. We won't do the Hunger Games. Hunger Games for him. All right. I have nothing bad to say. I just have questions. I have nothing bad to say. I have questions, but you know, if I say anything, I get in trouble for anything I say. Okay. Anything, I get in trouble. All right, so let's just. So the village of Dolton had. Let me see if I can find. You know, I get in trouble, so y'all prepare for Berg to be in trouble. Hit the like button for the trouble. So it was supposed to be. Just, you know, I get it. Don't matter. I'm gonna play the old one. So now, so the Christmas tree lighting was supposed, and this is senior trustee Tammy Brown is throwing it. This is an old one right here, of course, we see Tiffany. But it was supposed to be November 29th, and now it's December the 7th, because we had a heck of a weather coming November 29th. Am I happy about the Christmas tree lighting? Yes. Who brought the Christmas tree lighting back? Tiffany. Do you remember the hell that Tiffany caused when she brought the Christmas? If anybody remember the hell that was going on when she brought a Christmas tree to Dolton, can you put a 1 in the chat? If you remember the hell that was going on because she wanted to light a Christmas tree in Dolton, put a 1 in the chat. I'm just asking if anybody remember, because I just be wondering, are these my memories or was y'all here on the memories too? So my question is this a new Christmas tree or are we using the old Christmas tree? Because I thought the old Christmas tree got repoed. And if it's a new Christmas tree, what was our budget for the Christmas tree? That's it. I have nothing else. We're going to have Santa. We're going to have hot cocoa. I think that's great for the kids. I thought it was great for the kids back then. And nobody wanted to participate in it when Tiffany did it. Now we got a Christmas tree. Am I against it? No. I'm not against it. I thought the tree got repoed. Remember everything was supposed to get repoed. The police cars, the speed bumps, the Christmas tree. Remember they repoed the signs of her on the banner? Everything got repoed. So I thought the Christmas tree got repoed. Maybe I'm mistaken. How much did the Christmas tree cost? I'm happy that the Christmas tree is here, but did we talk about that at the board meeting? Did anybody see how much that cost? Because we broke. Or did we replenish the funds like with grants and stuff? I'm just asking. I'm asking a general question. Now, that's all. I ain't got nothing. Y'all go see the Christmas tree lighting. It will be December the 7th. Okay, y'all go see them light the Christmas tree and clap. And I'll end this here. Let's see. It was just lonely Tiffany and lonely Andrew standing out there. Let's go.
Mayor Tiffany Henry, the People's Mayor.
And I'm Trustee Andrew Holmes.
Happy holidays from the Village of Dolton. We are here at the Ice Arena in Dolton on 144th in Greenwood. We are currently putting down a pad for your Christmas tree. Yes, your.
Yeah, I just froze up. Y'all, they done came and cut my Wi-Fi. They outside like send public works. Send public works over here. This happened right now. They like no. They said get somebody else to do it. This happened better. They said get somebody else to do it. This happened showing history. Oh, y'all, you can't make this stuff up. Let's see. Let's see if it'll play again. They outside public works. Roll gravel over the roll the snow plow over the. Let's see.
We are here at the Ice Arena in Dolton on 144th in Greenwood. We are currently putting down a pad for your Christmas tree. Yes, your Christmas tree. I stated last night that we should pay for the Christmas tree, but the 5 board of trustee members chose to take it out and not provide you with a tree. So me.
Yeah. He said snippet expanding wires. Jesse said they repoed the wire. Now, why did they vote for y'all not to have a tree back then? Now, why they voted for y'all not to have a tree? Now, that is crazy. And when we look into what happened after this, like, y'all got to be following the timeline. Don't listen to me. Am I happy we got a tree? Yes. I'm happy. Like, I'm going to tell you this. No matter what, it was like, can we just get back to, like, what the people need? I feel the same thing in Thornton Township. Like when they stopped the buses and all that stuff, like, can we get back to what the people need? Because all of this fighting y'all doing, it's hindering what the community needs. So, child, if we can get them to do a tree, get them to do a tree, okay? If it's gonna be Rutgers ice skating rink, let it be Rutgers ice skating rink. Let's just get it moving. Let's just get stuff for the people to do and call it a day, please. Let's just get it done.
Chose to take it out and not provide you with trustee members. We should pay for the Christmas tree, but the 5 board of trustee members chose to take it out and not provide you with a tree. So me and Drew made it possible. We made it happen. We made sure that you will have a tree for your families to come in the door here in the village of Dolton. Every other community has trees. Why can't us? Why do we have to always go to someone else's community to enjoy the beautification of their neighborhoods when we can beautify our own neighborhood here? So please come out this Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. right here on 144th of Greenwood, where we will light the Christmas tree. And we got a ton of festivities here going out for you.
And as you can see, we're still laying groundwork, even with so much negative, but look at all the positive. Come down Greenwood. I say Greenwood, not Chicago, not South Holland, and not Evergreen. Come down and see what we're doing in Dolton down Greenwood. The work will continue.
Yes, and remember, our work speaks for itself. And remember, Tiffany,
you know what? Because you're talking fashion. It's the suit mixed with the hair. Because I had a TWA, so you gotta pick it out, and then you gotta like pat. You know what I mean? So what you do is you rake through it with the comb, then you pick it out, and then you pat. You know, it's about the pat. You gotta pat it to get the shape. You gotta pat. That's what it is.
Your kids. And I love y'all, and nothing y'all can do about it.
Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Wait a minute. So, y'all, where did she do this at? Because this is by the rink, right? Or where the tree is. So this got to be Greenwood Falls. Y'all, I wonder if they sanded that out yet. I got to go by there and look. When she put her handprint in there, oh my goodness. Child, y'all, look, turn up for this. So December the 7th, the village of Dolton will have the tree lighting ceremony, and I believe it's hosted by senior trustee Tammy Brown. Y'all go out there. If this is your community, go out there and watch them light the tree. My question was just, okay, first of all, the tree ceremony was not a thing. Nobody was bringing a tree. Wasn't nothing happening. You got to give Tiffany props. She brought the tree back. She brought the 4th of July parade back. She brought all of that stuff we used to have in the early 90s back, the late 80s. We had those things, and she brought it back. She tried to bring the pool back. That didn't work. But yeah, she brought all those things back. So shout out to her. So we're going to have the tree lighting ceremony. Let's have it. I was just wondering, how much did it cost, or did we reuse the tree? Are we rebuying the tree? Everybody approved it. How much was it? That's it. Just have a question. So that's something that's foyable, so you guys can figure that out. And that's it. Do you know what I'm talking about? That blue magic? You don't know about that oil scalp? You don't know nothing about that. You're too young for that. Oh my goodness. Jenny said, yes, the pat. You had to teach the pat to my son. Yeah, you got a pat. You got a pat. It's not right till you get that. What is it with that pat? That pat is everything. That pat just shapes it so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. I want y'all to enjoy your day. I just wanted to touch bases with you, do some chit chat. I got to get out of here for the day. I appreciate you guys. Thanks to the new subbies, and consider subscribing. And if you can, help us reach our $19.99 live stream goal. Not necessary, but if you can, it means a lot. All right, y'all enjoy your day. Now, before they get to suing me. Before they get to suing me, you already know.
I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
That's it. That's all. Bye.
Commentary blue. Commentary burgundy. Commentary. Comment blue. Commentary. Comment burgundy blue. Commentary.